Hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome to a quiet space, a soft place where your mind can rest and your body can slowly let go of the day. There is no need to stay awake. There is no need to focus. There is no need to remember anything at all. This is simply a place to be, a place to listen gently. And if sleep comes for you, that is beautiful. That is the whole purpose. Tonight, we are going to explore a very gentle question, a sleepy question, a question that cats already know the answer to. Why do cats sleep so much? And along the way, we will quietly wander through 120 very soft, very calm, very small pieces of science. Some about sleep itself, some about the quiet rhythms of the natural world, some about the stars, the body, the slow turning of the earth. Each fact will be just a little whisper of knowledge, nothing heavy, nothing urgent. Just a gentle companion for your breathing. So you can close your eyes now if you want to, or leave them softly open. It does not matter. What matters is this: you are safe here, you are still here, and there is nothing you need to do. Let us begin with the very first fact. Slowly, gently, like a cat settling into a warm patch of sunlight. And we can take a moment to notice. Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours every single day. Some cats, especially older cats or very young kittens, may sleep as much as 20 hours. That means a cat spends about 2/3 of its entire life asleep. If a human lived to be 90 years old and slept like a cat, that human would have spent 60 of those years sleeping. But of course, humans do not sleep like cats. And that is part of why cats are such a mystery to us. Their need for rest is much deeper than ours. Their rhythm is different. Their bodies are designed for short bursts of energy followed by long, soft, peaceful sleeps. So the first thing we must understand is this: a cat is not being lazy. A cat is following a very ancient, very natural pattern. One that we can learn from. One that invites us gently to slow down. There is no rush. The cat knows this. And now so do we. Let's take a quiet moment to think about energy and how living bodies use it. Cats are what scientists call obligate carnivores. That is a gentle way of saying they must eat meat to survive. But meat, especially the meat of small animals like mice or birds, is not an easy food to catch. Hunting requires sudden, explosive movements. A cat must sprint, pounce, twist, and grab all within a few seconds. That kind of movement uses an enormous amount of energy. And after that energy is spent, the body needs to recover. Sleep is how a cat rebuilds its energy stores. So the reason cats sleep so much is connected to what they eat and how they catch it. Their bodies are built for a life of waiting, watching, and then one sudden burst of action. Between those bursts, rest is not optional. Rest is necessary. Rest is survival. And so, as you lie here, you might think about your own energy. You do not need to hunt for your dinner, but your body still needs rest. And sleep, like a cat's nap, is your quiet time for rebuilding. Slowly, gently, we can think about the brain. Inside a sleeping cat's brain, something very interesting happens. The brain does not simply turn off. Instead, it enters a state of deep cleaning. Scientists have discovered that during sleep, the spaces between brain cells grow larger. This allows fluid to wash through the brain, carrying away waste products that build up during waking hours. One of these waste products is called beta amyloid. It is a sticky protein that the brain produces naturally. But if it is not cleaned away, it can cause problems. Sleep is the brain's janitor. Sleep is the brain's gentle rainfall. And cats, because they sleep so often, are giving their brains many small cleaning sessions throughout the day. Not one long wash at night, like humans try to do, but many small soft washes. Little rinses. Little moments of restoration. Perhaps that is a kinder way to treat a brain. Perhaps we could learn something from the cat's way of resting. Little naps, little pauses, little moments to let the fluid flow. Now, as we continue, Let's think about the wild ancestors of house cats. Thousands of years ago, before cats lived in warm homes with soft beds and bowls of food, they lived outside. They lived in deserts, forests, grasslands. In those places, food was not guaranteed. A cat might hunt several times a day, but each hunt might fail. So to save energy, wild cats learned to sleep whenever they were not hunting. Sleep became a tool, a way to conserve calories, a way to survive between meals. Even today, your house cat carries that ancient instinct. The food bowl may be full, the home may be safe, but the cat's body still remembers the desert. It still remembers the long hours of waiting, and so it sleeps, not because it is tired, but because sleep is what its ancestors did to live another day. That is a very gentle thing to remember. Our bodies also carry ancient rhythms. We do not need to hunt, but we still need to rest. The past lives in us softly, quietly, asking us to slow down. And we can take a moment to notice purring. When a cat sleeps, it sometimes purrs. And purring is not just a sound. It is a vibration. Scientists have measured the frequency of a cat's purr, and it falls between 20 and 150 hertz. That range, interestingly, is the same range that has been shown to promote healing in living tissue. The vibrations from purring may help repair bones, reduce swelling, and ease pain. So when a cat sleeps and purrs, it might be doing more than resting. It might be gently healing itself. Tendons, muscles, even bones, all can benefit from those soft vibrations. Some researchers have even suggested that purring evolved partly as a way for cats to stay healthy during long periods of inactivity. Because in the wild, an injured cat cannot hunt. But a cat that can lie still and purr, and heal slowly, has a better chance of surviving. So sleep plus purring equals medicine. A quiet, rumbling, natural medicine. And as you listen to this voice, your own body is finding its own ways to heal. Slowly, gently, without any rush. Let's gently move forward to the idea of light and darkness. Cats are what scientists call crepuscular. That is a soft word for animals who are most active during twilight, at dawn and dusk. Not night like owls, not day like squirrels, but the soft in-between times. The times when the light is low and the shadows are long. For a cat, those are the best hours to hunt. And because they are active at dawn and dusk, they need to sleep during the rest of the day and most of the night. That means a cat's sleeping schedule is very different from a human's. When you climb into bed at 10 or 11 at night, your cat may still be wide awake. Or it may already be starting its first nap of the evening. The cat does not follow the same clock as you. It follows the sun's lower edge, the color of the sky when it is neither fully day nor fully night. And in that gentle space, the cat sleeps. So if your cat wakes you at 4 in the morning with a soft paw on your face, it is not being rude. It is simply saying, twilight is here. The world is changing, and I am ready. Slowly, gently, we can think about the size of the cat. Small animals generally sleep more than large animals. This is a gentle pattern in nature. Mice sleep a lot. Squirrels sleep a lot. Cats, who are small compared to humans, sleep more than we do. But elephants, who are huge, sleep only about 3 or 4 hours a day. Why? It has to do with metabolism. Small animals have faster metabolisms. Their bodies burn energy more quickly, and so they need to rest more often to rebuild their energy. Large animals have slower metabolisms. Their bodies take longer to burn through fuel, so they can stay awake longer between rests. A cat's heart beats about 150 times per minute. An elephant's heart beats about 30 times per minute. That faster beat, that faster living, requires more sleep. So the cat sleeps not because it is lazy, but because it is small. Its heart races even when it is still, and sleep is the only way to let that racing heart rest. Your own heart, right now, may be slowing down as you listen, That is good. That is the cat inside you learning to rest. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about dreams. Scientists believe that cats do dream. They have studied the brain waves of sleeping cats and found patterns very similar to human REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. It is the stage of sleep where dreaming happens. During REM sleep, a cat's eyes move back and forth under its closed lids. Its whiskers may twitch. Its paws may gently paddle at the air. Some cats even make little chirping or chattering sounds while they sleep. These are likely signs that the cat is dreaming about hunting, about chasing, about pouncing on imaginary prey. The dreaming brain rehearses movements. It practices skills. It remembers the day and turns it into memories. So when a cat sleeps deeply, it is not just resting. It is reliving. It is practicing. It is dreaming of mice and birds and soft sunlight. And as you drift here, your own brain may begin to dream. That is a natural thing, a beautiful thing, a thing cats have been doing for millions of years. And we can take a moment to notice body temperature. A cat's normal body temperature is slightly higher than a human's. Humans average around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Cats average around 101.5 degrees. That extra warmth means a cat's body is working a little harder, all the time, just to stay at its normal temperature. And that work costs energy. Even when a cat is lying completely still, its body is burning calories to stay warm. Sleep helps reduce that energy cost. When a cat sleeps, its body temperature can drop slightly. Its heart rate slows. Its breathing becomes shallow. All of these changes save energy. So sleeping is not just about avoiding activity. It is about turning down the body's thermostat, letting the furnace run a little lower, letting the fire burn a little less bright. And in that cooler, quieter state, the cat can preserve its energy for when it really needs it. For the hunt, for the pounce, for the small window of twilight when the world is soft and the prey is near. Let's gently move forward to the idea of safety. In the wild, a sleeping animal is a vulnerable animal. But cats have evolved to sleep in ways that keep them safe. They choose hidden spots. They curl their bodies into tight balls to protect their vital organs. They often sleep with one ear turned toward the ground, because sound travels differently through solids, and they can feel vibrations of approaching danger. Even house cats show these behaviors. They sleep inside boxes, under beds, behind couches. They tuck their noses under their paws. They wrap their tails around their bodies. These are ancient safety habits. And because cats have learned to sleep safely, they can sleep deeply. They can afford to spend 2/3 of their lives asleep because their bodies and instincts protect them. For a human, sleep also requires safety. A quiet room, a soft bed, a locked door. When you feel safe, you sleep better. That is not weakness. That is wisdom. That is the same wisdom that lets a cat close its eyes in a sunbeam and trust the world for a little while. Slowly, gently, we can think about the whiskers. A cat's whiskers are not just hairs. They are deep sensory tools. Each whisker is rooted in a follicle packed with nerve endings. Those nerves send constant information to the cat's brain about the air moving around it. Even when a cat is asleep, its whiskers are still sensing. They can detect the smallest changes in air pressure. A fly passing nearby, a door opening across the room, your hand reaching down to pet its head. This is why cats often wake suddenly from a deep sleep. Something changed in the air. A whisper of movement, a ghost of a breeze. The whiskers felt it first, and the brain, even asleep, was listening through those tiny hairs. So a cat's sleep is never completely unaware. There is always a part of the cat that stays awake. A small, quiet, whisker-tip alertness. That is why cats can sleep so much without being caught by surprise. Their bodies have built a gentle alarm system, one that never fully turns off. one that lets them rest without truly letting go. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about kittens. Kittens sleep even more than adult cats. A newborn kitten may sleep up to 22 hours a day. During those long sleeps, something remarkable is happening. The kitten's body is growing. Its bones are lengthening. Its muscles are forming. Its brain is building millions of new connections every minute. Sleep is not empty time for a kitten. Sleep is construction time. Growth hormone is released mostly during deep sleep. Cells divide faster. Tissues repair themselves. The tiny body, which will one day be a full-sized cat, is being built while the kitten dreams. This is true for human babies too. And for you, even as an adult, your body still does its repair work while you sleep. Skin heals. Muscles rebuild. Memories move from short-term storage to long-term storage. So when you see a kitten sleeping, curled in a tiny ball, you are not seeing laziness. You are seeing growth. You are seeing the future being shaped. Softly, slowly, in the dark behind closed eyes. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's spine. A cat's spine is incredibly flexible. It has more bones in its vertebral column than a human does. Humans have 33 vertebrae. Cats have around 50. That extra flexibility allows cats to twist, turn, and curl into almost any shape. It also allows them to sleep in positions that would look painful to us. A cat can sleep with its head twisted nearly backward. It can sleep draped over the edge of a chair. It can sleep in a perfect circle with its nose touching its tail. These positions are comfortable for a cat because its spine is designed for bending. But there is another reason cats sleep in strange positions. They are regulating their body temperature. Curling into a tight ball conserves heat. Stretching out long releases heat. A cat's sleep posture tells you whether it is warm or cool, whether it feels safe or alert. So each sleeping position is a small message. A quiet statement. I am comfortable. I am warm. I am at peace. Or, it is a little chilly in here. I will curl up tighter. Let's gently move forward to the idea of digestion. Cats eat small meals throughout the day. In the wild, a cat might catch and eat several small animals in 24 hours. Each meal is small. Each meal is digested quickly. After eating, a cat's body directs blood flow toward the stomach and intestines to help with digestion. That process makes the cat feel sleepy. You have probably felt this yourself after a large meal. But for cats, it happens many times a day. Eat, digest, sleep. Eat, digest, sleep. It is a gentle rhythm, a natural cycle. And because cats eat so often, they also sleep often. The two behaviors are linked. Digestion requires energy. Sleep conserves energy. So the cat's body makes a deal with itself. I will give you food, and you will give me rest. That is a fair exchange, a peaceful cycle. One that has worked for cats for tens of millions of years. And as you lie here, your own digestive system may be working quietly, moving food through gentle tunnels, breaking nutrients into smaller pieces, all while you rest, all without you having to do a thing. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's ears. A cat's ears are shaped like small funnels. The outer part of the ear, the pinna, can rotate almost 180 degrees. This allows a cat to pinpoint the exact location of a sound without moving its head. Even while sleeping, a cat's ears are often moving, twitching, rotating, listening to the world. A cat can hear sounds up to 64,000 hertz. Humans can only hear up to about 20,000 hertz. So cats hear many sounds that we cannot hear at all. The squeak of a mouse, the buzz of a fly, the soft footsteps of another animal outside. Even when a cat appears to be deeply asleep, its ears are still working, still scanning, still listening for danger or opportunity. This is why cats can sleep so much, because their ears are always on guard. They do not need to be awake to hear. They can sleep and listen at the same time. That is a kind of superpower. A soft, invisible, silent superpower. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the human heart. While we are talking about cats, it can be restful to think about your own body. Your heart is beating right now, probably between 60 and 100 times per minute, if you are relaxed. Each beat pushes blood through your arteries, your veins, your tiny capillaries. That blood carries oxygen to every cell in your body. It carries nutrients. It carries messages from your immune system. And when you sleep, your heart rate slows down even more. Your blood pressure drops. Your body stops sending urgent signals. Everything becomes softer, quieter, slower. This is why sleep is so healing. Because during sleep, your heart works less hard. It gets a break. A long, gentle, peaceful break. Cats understand this. They allow their hearts to slow many times a day. Short naps, quiet pauses, moments when the heart can rest. Your heart would like that too. You can give it that gift tonight. By lying still, breathing slowly, letting the beats come and go without rushing. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's nose. A cat's sense of smell is about 14 times stronger than a human's. Cats have about 200 million scent receptors in their noses. Humans have only about 5 million. Even while sleeping, a cat's nose is still sampling the air, detecting the faintest odors. Your scent, the scent of other animals, the scent of food in another room. Cats can even smell the passage of time. Scents fade at predictable rates. So a cat can smell how long ago you were in a room, how long ago a mouse passed by, how long ago another cat marked that corner. This constant flow of scent information means a cat's brain is always busy, even during sleep. But sleep helps organize that information. It helps the cat's brain sort through all the smells, all the sounds, all the small signals. Sleep is when the cat makes sense of the world. So a sleeping cat is not disconnected. It is still taking everything in. It is just processing differently, more slowly, more calmly, more quietly. Let's gently move forward to the idea of aging. Older cats sleep more than young adult cats. A senior cat, say 12 years or older, may sleep 18 to 20 hours a day. This is partly because older bodies take longer to recover from activity. Joints ache. Muscles tire quickly. The immune system works less efficiently. Sleep becomes medicine for the aging cat. It is a way to reduce inflammation, to give the body more time to repair small damages, to rest the heart, the kidneys, the liver. As cats age, their sleep becomes deeper and more frequent. But interestingly, older cats may also wake up more often during the night. Their sleep becomes more fragmented. Short naps instead of long stretches. This is very similar to what happens in aging humans. So if you have an old cat at home, and it sleeps almost all day, that is not a sign of illness. That is a sign of wisdom. The cat has learned that rest is precious, that energy is limited, that the best thing you can do sometimes is simply close your eyes and be still. Slowly, gently, we can think about the color of a cat's fur and how it affects sleep. Darker cats, especially black cats, absorb more sunlight. Their fur gets warmer faster, and warmth makes cats sleepy. If you have ever seen a black cat stretched out in a sunny window, you have seen a cat using heat to enter a deeper state of rest. Lighter cats, white or orange cats, reflect more sunlight. They may not get as warm, so they may need to find other ways to feel cozy. This is a very small factor in why cats sleep so much, but it is a gentle reminder that even fur color can affect behavior. The physical world interacts with every animal in tiny ways. The angle of the sun, the color of your shirt, the temperature of the floor. Cats notice all of these things, and they adjust their sleep accordingly. They are masters of small adjustments. Tiny shifts in position, little changes in timing, all to create the perfect conditions for rest. We can learn from this too. a slightly darker room, a slightly cooler pillow, a slightly softer blanket. Small changes, big difference in sleep. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the moon. The moon influences sleep in many animals, including cats. Cats who live outdoors or have access to windows often change their sleep patterns with the phases of the moon. On nights with a full moon, when the sky is brighter, some cats sleep less. They feel a gentle pull to be awake, to hunt, to explore. On darker nights, when the moon is new, they may sleep more deeply. This is not magic. It is simply light. The moon reflects sunlight, and that light signals to the cat's brain that the world is not completely dark. Even a small amount of light can affect the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Melatonin rises in darkness and falls in light. So a bright moon can lower melatonin a little. A dark night lets melatonin rise. Cats, with their sensitive eyes and ancient instincts, respond to these small changes. So the moon is a gentle sleep regulator, a quiet clock in the sky, one that cats have been following for millions of years, and one that you can follow too by letting your room be dark and letting your body rest. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's paw pads. A cat's paw pads are filled with nerve endings. They are extremely sensitive to texture, temperature, and vibration. When a cat sleeps, it often tucks its paws underneath its body. This protects the paw pads from cold floors and rough surfaces. But it also reduces the amount of sensory information coming into the brain. Less information means less need to process, less need to be alert. By hiding its paws, a cat is telling its brain, nothing important is happening down there. You can rest now. This is a small but beautiful example of how cats manage their own sleep environment. They do not need blackout curtains or white noise machines. They use their own bodies to block out the world. They curl. They tuck. They cover their noses with their tails. They bury their faces in their own fur. Every movement is intentional. Every position is a choice. And each choice says the same thing. I am ready to sleep. I am safe. I am letting go. Let's gently move forward to the idea of dreaming in color. Scientists are not completely sure whether cats dream in color, but we do know that cats have both rods and cones in their retinas, just like humans. Rods detect light and dark. Cones detect color. Cats have fewer cones than humans, especially cones for red and green. So a cat's world is less colorful than ours. It is more blue and yellow, more gray and soft green. So if cats do dream in color, their dreams are probably muted, gentle, like an old photograph, or a rainy afternoon. The colors would not be loud or bright. They would be calm, quiet, easy on the eyes. That fits with the cat's personality. Cats are not flashy animals. They do not need bright colors. They need stillness. They need softness. And their dreams, if we could see them, would probably feel very peaceful. Shadows moving, shapes changing, a mouse running across a field of blue-gray grass. Nothing too exciting, nothing too intense. Just the quiet movie of a cat's life, playing behind closed eyelids. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's tongue. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny backward-facing barbs called papillae. These barbs are made of keratin, the same material as human fingernails. Cats use their tongues to groom themselves. And grooming is often followed by sleep. Why? Because grooming is relaxing. The repetitive motion of the tongue moving through fur releases endorphins in the cat's brain. Endorphins are natural chemicals that reduce stress and create feelings of calm. So a cat who grooms herself for a few minutes, then curls up and falls asleep, is following a natural relaxation routine. Grooming lowers the heart rate. Grooming slows the breathing. Grooming tells the body, we are safe now. We are clean now. We can rest now. Humans have similar rituals. Washing your face, brushing your teeth, changing into soft clothes. These small acts of care tell your nervous system that the day is ending and that sleep is allowed. So the cat's grooming is not just about cleanliness. It is a bedtime story, a lullaby made of tiny barbs and soft licks. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the seasons. Cats sleep more in winter than in summer. This is partly because of temperature. Cold weather makes cats want to conserve heat, and sleeping in a curled position with their noses tucked under their tails helps them stay warm. But there is another reason. The days are shorter in winter. Less sunlight means more darkness, and more darkness means more melatonin. Melatonin does not just help with sleep timing. It also makes animals feel more tired. So as the sun sets earlier, cats naturally feel sleepier earlier. Their bodies follow the season. They do not fight it. They do not turn on bright lights to trick their brains. They simply rest more. This is a beautiful lesson for humans. In winter, we are allowed to rest more. We are allowed to go to bed earlier, to sleep a little later, to move more slowly. The cat does not feel guilty about winter naps. Neither should you. The earth is telling you to slow down. And the cat, as always, is listening. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's third eyelid. Cats have a third eyelid called the nictitating membrane. It is a thin layer of tissue that sits in the corner of the eye, near the nose. When a cat is awake, this membrane is usually retracted and invisible. But when a cat starts to fall asleep, the third eyelid may slowly slide across part of the eye. It helps keep the eye moist. It protects the eye from dust and debris, and it gives the cat a half-closed, dreamy look. That soft, sleepy expression that cats get right before they drift off. The third eyelid is a sign that the cat is entering a state of deep relaxation. The body is letting go of control. The muscles around the eye are releasing. If you watch a cat fall asleep very slowly, you can see the third eyelid appear. It is like a tiny curtain closing, a small signal that rest has begun. And in that moment, the cat is not thinking about anything. It is not planning. It is not worrying. It is simply falling softly into sleep. Let's gently move forward to the idea of brain waves. Human sleep moves through several stages. Light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. Cat sleep is similar, but with a difference. Cats spend about 30% of their sleeping time in REM sleep. Humans spend about 20 to 25%. That extra REM time means cats dream more than humans do. Their brains are more active during sleep. They process more memories. They practice more movements. The brain waves of a sleeping cat show sharp spikes of activity, especially in the hippocampus, which is the memory center of the brain. These spikes are called sharp wave ripples. They are the brain's way of replaying the day's events, rehearsing what happened, deciding what to keep and what to forget. So when a cat sleeps, its brain is not silent. It is busy. It is working. But it is working in a quiet, internal way, like a librarian organizing books after the library has closed. No rush, no noise, just gentle sorting. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's whiskers again. We talked earlier about whiskers sensing air movements. But whiskers also help cats navigate in the dark. When a cat is sleeping and the room is completely dark, its whiskers can still tell it where things are. The edge of the bed, the wall, the other cat sleeping nearby. This is why cats can wake up, stretch, and walk across a dark room without bumping into anything. Their whiskers are like tiny white canes, tapping the world, feeling the shape of the space. So even in the deepest part of the night, a cat never loses track of its surroundings. Sleep does not disconnect the cat from its environment. It just dims the lights. The whiskers stay on. The ears stay on. The nose stays on. Only the conscious mind drifts away. The rest of the cat, the sensing part, stays gently alert. This is why cats can sleep so much, because they never truly let their guard down. They have built a system that rests the mind without resting the senses. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the Earth's magnetic field. Some scientists believe that cats, like many other animals, can sense the Earth's magnetic field. Birds use it to navigate during migration. Bees use it to find their way back to the hive. And cats? There is some evidence that cats prefer to align their bodies with the magnetic field when they sleep. A study published in 2014 looked at thousands of photographs of sleeping cats and found that most cats preferred to rest with their heads pointing north or south, not east or west. This preference was strongest on sunny days, when the magnetic field was calm. On stormy days, when the magnetic field was disturbed, the cat's alignment became random. This is a very soft effect. Not every cat shows it, but it is a beautiful idea that even in sleep, a cat might be feeling the gentle pull of the planet, the deep, slow, invisible field that wraps around the Earth, that connects all living things, and that asks nothing of us except to lie still and feel. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's breathing. A sleeping cat breathes very slowly, about 20 to 30 breaths per minute when awake, falling to 10 to 20 breaths per minute during sleep. The breaths are shallow, gentle. The chest rises and falls like a small wave. This slow breathing is part of what makes watching a sleeping cat so relaxing for humans. Our own breathing wants to match the rhythm. It is called entrainment. When you see something breathing slowly, your body naturally tries to copy it. So if you are lying here, listening to this voice, and you imagine a sleeping cat on your chest, your breathing might slow down too. Your heart rate might follow. Your muscles might release. This is not magic. It is biology. It is the gentle power of shared rhythm. The cat breathes. You breathe. The world breathes. And in that shared breath, there is peace. There is rest. There is the quiet knowledge that you do not have to do anything right now. You can just breathe. Let's gently move forward to the idea of napping. Humans are what scientists call monophasic sleepers. That means we tend to sleep once per day, in one long block. Cats are polyphasic sleepers. They sleep many times per day in short bursts. Polyphasic sleep has advantages. It allows the animal to rest often without ever being completely unconscious for very long. This is safer for a small predator like a cat. A long sleep would leave the cat vulnerable. But many short naps mean the cat is never far from waking. This is why your cat can be deeply asleep one moment, and then sitting on your kitchen counter the next moment, fully alert. The nap was short enough that the cat did not fall into an extremely deep state. It hovered near the surface of sleep, ready to wake, ready to pounce. Polyphasic sleep is efficient. It is flexible, and it is one of the main reasons cats can sleep so many hours in a day without any negative effects. They are not sleeping deeply for 12 hours. They are sleeping shallowly, many times in a gentle rhythm. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's tail. A cat's tail is an extension of its spine. It is full of small bones, muscles, and nerves. When a cat sleeps, the tail often curls around the body. It may tuck under the nose. It may wrap around a sleeping kitten. The tail is like a soft blanket, a source of warmth, a comfort object. But the tail also reveals the cat's sleep stage. If the tail is still, the cat is in deep sleep. If the tip of the tail twitches, the cat is likely dreaming. If the tail flicks sharply, the cat may be waking up. So the tail is a small, quiet signal, a window into the sleeping cat's mind. You can watch a cat's tail while it sleeps, and without any words, you can know whether the cat is resting peacefully, or chasing a dream mouse, or preparing to open its eyes. This is the kind of gentle observation that cats are good at. They watch us while we sleep too. They notice our small movements, our twitching fingers, our changing breath. We are not so different. We all have tails in our own way. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the stars. Cats sleep under the same stars that humans have slept under for thousands of years. But cats do not look at the stars. They do not wonder about their names or their distances. They simply feel the night, the darkness, the silence, and they sleep. There is something peaceful about that. Cats are not burdened by the vastness of the universe. They are not kept awake by questions about black holes or the age of the galaxy. They rest. They trust the night. They trust their bodies. And in that trust, they find deep sleep. Humans often struggle to let go of questions. We want to understand everything. But the cat's way is different. The cat's way is to accept mystery, to lie down in the middle of not knowing, to close your eyes even when you do not have all the answers. The stars will still be there in the morning. The universe will still be spinning. And you will have rested. That is enough. That has always been enough. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's claws. Cats have retractable claws. When they are awake and active, the claws are usually hidden inside the paws. But when a cat sleeps deeply, the muscles that control the claws relax completely. The claws may extend slightly. You can see this in a sleeping cat. Little points of white peeking out between the fur. This is not a sign that the cat is preparing to fight. It is simply the body letting go. All tension leaving the paws. All grip releasing. The cat is so relaxed that it cannot even hold its claws in anymore. That is a deep kind of rest. The kind where even the smallest muscles surrender. When humans sleep, our jaws relax. Our hands unclench. Our shoulders drop. These are the same signals. The body saying, I am not holding on to anything. I am not ready to fight or run. I am letting the world hold me. And that surrender is one of the most beautiful things about sleep. For cats and for us, let's gently move forward to the idea of shared sleep. Cats often sleep near other cats, or near humans, or near dogs, or near any warm animal that will stay still. Sleeping together is called social sleeping. It serves many purposes: warmth, safety, social bonding. When cats sleep together, they often synchronize their breathing. Their heart rates may align. Their brain waves may even show similar patterns. This is called emotional contagion through rest. It means that sleeping near someone you trust helps you sleep better. You feel their calm. You mirror their peace. This is why many people like to sleep with a cat on the bed. The cat's slow breathing, its gentle warmth, its complete trust, all of these things tell your nervous system it is safe to rest. You are not alone. Another heartbeat is nearby, and that heartbeat is slow. It is steady. It is a lullaby made of life. So if you have a cat near you tonight, or even just the memory of one, you can borrow its calm. You can rest in its rhythm. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's memory. Cats have both short-term and long-term memory. Short-term memory lasts about 16 hours. That means a cat can remember where it saw a mouse or which human gave it treats for most of a day. Long-term memory can last for years. Cats remember people. They remember places. They remember positive and negative experiences. And sleep is essential for memory. During sleep, the cat's brain replays the day's events, strengthens important memories, and discards useless information. This is why a cat who has a frightening experience at the vet may remember it for a long time. The memory was consolidated during sleep. It became permanent. But also a cat who has a wonderful experience, a warm lap, gentle petting, a delicious meal, will remember that too. Sleep locks in the good and the bad. So when a cat sleeps, it is not forgetting. It is choosing what to remember. And that is a quiet kind of wisdom. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the ocean. Far away from where you are lying, the ocean is breathing. Waves are rising and falling. Tides are moving in and out. The ocean has its own rhythm, its own slow pulse. And cats, even though they generally do not like water, are connected to that rhythm. Because all life came from the ocean. The first animals that slept in the ancient sea. They had no brains, no eyes, no ears, but they had a rhythm, a time of activity and a time of rest. That rhythm has been passed down through millions of generations, through fish, through reptiles, through the first small mammals that hid from dinosaurs, all the way to the cat sleeping on your couch. Every breath a cat takes, every slow heartbeat, every twitch of a whisker during REM sleep is connected to that ancient ocean. The salt in the cat's tears, the water in its cells, the calcium in its bones, all of it came from the sea. And the sea, like the cat, rests and rises, in a cycle older than time. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's purr again. We talked about purring as a healing vibration, but purring also helps cats fall asleep. The act of purring requires slow, steady breathing. A cat cannot purr and pant at the same time. Purring forces the breath to slow down, and slow breathing tells the nervous system that everything is okay. There is no danger, no need for alertness. So a cat who begins to purr, even while awake, is often on the edge of sleep. The purr is a bridge, a soft bridge between waking and dreaming. Some scientists believe that cats purr partly to self-soothe, to calm themselves down, to prepare their own bodies for rest. That is a beautiful skill, to have a built-in lullaby, a vibration that you can turn on whenever you need to feel safe. Humans do not have purrs, but we have other things: deep breaths, soft music, the sound of rain, the voice of someone we trust. Tonight, this voice is your purr. Slow, steady, safe. Let it carry you towards sleep. Let's gently move forward to the idea of pain and sleep. When a cat is in pain, it sleeps more. This is not because pain makes the cat tired. It is because sleep is medicine. During deep sleep, the body releases natural painkillers called endorphins. Inflammation decreases. Muscle tension releases. Injured tissues begin to repair. So a cat who is hurting from an old injury, from arthritis, from a recent surgery, will instinctively sleep longer and more deeply. The cat knows, without being taught, that rest heals. This is something humans often forget. We try to push through pain. We try to stay active. But the cat's way is wiser. When you are hurting, rest. When something is wrong, lie down. Let your body do what it knows how to do. You do not need to understand the chemistry of endorphins. You do not need to measure your inflammation levels. You just need to lie still and let sleep work. The cat has been doing this for millions of years. And the cat is right. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's vision at night. Cats can see in light levels 6 times lower than humans can. This is because their eyes have a special layer called the tapetum lucidum. It sits behind the retina and reflects light back through the light-sensitive cells. This gives each photon of light 2 chances to be detected. It is like having a mirror behind your eyes. This is why cats' eyes glow green or gold in the dark when light hits them. But this adaptation also affects sleep. Because cats see so well in low light, they do not need to be awake during the brightest parts of the day. They can save their energy for dawn and dusk, when their vision gives them the greatest advantage. So excellent night vision leads to more daytime sleep. The better a cat can see in the dark, the more it can afford to rest in the light. That is a beautiful trade. Darkness for dreams, light for naps, a balance that has worked for thousands of generations. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the wind. Wind is moving air, and moving air carries sound, smell, and tiny particles of dust and pollen. Cats are very sensitive to wind. A gentle breeze tells a cat that the world is open, that sounds will travel far, that prey may be moving. A strong wind tells a cat that it might be safer to stay inside, to find shelter, to sleep. Cats often sleep more on windy days. The noise of the wind, the shaking of trees, the rattling of windows, all of these signals tell the cat's ancient brain that hunting will be difficult. So rest. Wait. Sleep until the wind calms down. This is a very practical way of sleeping. Not random, not lazy, but responsive. The cat listens to the weather, and the weather tells the cat when to rest. You can learn from this too. On stormy days, on windy nights, you are allowed to sleep more. You are allowed to curl up and wait. The wind is telling you the same thing it tells the cat. Stay inside. Be still. Let the world move without you for a while. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's fur texture. A cat's fur is made of 3 layers. The soft undercoat traps warm air close to the skin. The middle layer adds thickness. The outer guard hairs are longer and stiffer, and they protect the undercoat from dirt and water. This layered system is incredibly efficient at regulating temperature. When a cat sleeps, its fur can fluff up to trap more warmth, or lie flat to release heat. This is why cats can sleep in a wide range of temperatures without needing blankets. Their fur is a built-in thermostat, a self-adjusting blanket. It is also a source of comfort. Cats groom their fur constantly, and the feeling of clean, smooth fur against their skin is relaxing. It triggers the same kind of sensory pleasure that humans get from soft sheets or a warm bath. So the cat's fur is not just protection. It is a sleep aid, a soft, warm, self-cleaning sleep aid. And when you pet a cat and feel that fur under your fingers, your own nervous system relaxes too. That is not a coincidence. That is a gift from evolution. Let's gently move forward to the idea of territory. Cats are territorial animals. They mark their territory with scent glands on their cheeks, paws, and the base of their tails. When a cat sleeps in a certain spot, it is also marking that spot as safe. The cat's scent says, "I have been here. I have rested here. This place belongs to me." This sense of ownership helps the cat sleep more deeply, because the cat knows that this spot, this bed, this pillow has been claimed. Other cats will usually respect the claim. So sleeping is not just about rest. It is also about belonging, about saying, "This is mine, and in mine, I am safe." Humans do the same thing. We have favorite chairs, favorite sides of the bed, favorite pillows. We arrange our blankets just so. We need our space to feel like ours before we can truly rest. That is not strange. That is territorial. That is mammalian. That is the same instinct that lets a cat curl up in a cardboard box and fall asleep in seconds. The box is claimed. The box is safe. Sleep can come now. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's inner ear. The inner ear contains the vestibular system. This is the body's balance organ. It tells the brain which way is up, whether the body is moving, and how fast. In cats, the vestibular system is extremely sensitive. That is why cats almost always land on their feet when they fall. But the vestibular system also affects sleep. When a cat is lying down with its head supported, the vestibular system sends quiet signals to the brain. Nothing is moving. We are stable. It is safe to sleep. This is why cats prefer to sleep on flat, stable surfaces. Not rocking chairs, not hammocks, but solid ground, or your bed, or the back of a sturdy couch. The inner ear wants stillness. It wants the peace of no motion. And when it gets that stillness, it gives the brain permission to drift, to let go, to fall into the soft darkness where dreams live. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the human body's need for sleep. We have been talking about cats, but you are a human, and humans need sleep just as much as cats do. Maybe not 16 hours, but 7 to 9 hours for most adults. During those hours, your body does incredible things. Your immune system releases proteins called cytokines that fight infection and inflammation. Your growth hormone repairs muscles and bones. Your brain clears out waste products. Your memories are organized. Your emotions are processed. All of this happens while you lie still, with your eyes closed, breathing softly. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to think about any of it. Your body knows what to do. It has been doing it since the day you were born. So as you listen to these quiet facts about cats, remember that you are also an animal. A mammal. A creature who needs rest. And tonight, rest is allowed. Rest is good. Rest is the most natural thing in the world. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's yawn. Cats yawn frequently before falling asleep. Yawning is contagious in many animals, including cats and humans. When one cat yawns, nearby cats may yawn too. Scientists are not completely sure why yawning is contagious. But one theory is that yawning helps groups of animals synchronize their sleep schedules. If everyone yawns at the same time, then everyone is ready to rest at the same time. That is safer for a group. It also strengthens social bonds. So when your cat yawns, and you yawn back, you are participating in an ancient ritual. A signal that says, we are in this together. We rest together. We wake together. This is one of the many quiet ways that cats and humans have learned to live alongside each other. Not through words, through yawns, through slow blinks, through the soft language of tired bodies. So if you feel a yawn coming, let it come. It is not a sign of boredom. It is a sign of connection. Let's gently move forward to the idea of sleep cycles. Cats cycle through light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep in about 20 to 30 minutes. Humans cycle through the same stages in about 90 minutes. This means a cat's sleep cycle is much shorter than ours. A cat might enter REM sleep, dream a little, and then return to light sleep, all within half an hour. Then wake up, then go back to sleep. This short cycle is part of why cats sleep so much. Because they wake up more often, they need more total sleep to get the same amount of deep rest. It is like taking many short showers instead of one long bath. You still get clean. You just have to turn the water on and off more times. So when your cat wakes up after a 30-minute nap, it may have already completed a full sleep cycle. It may be fully rested. And then an hour later, it will start another cycle. This is the cat's natural rhythm. Short and sweet, frequent and flexible. Nothing like our long, heavy human sleeps. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's sense of taste. Cats have far fewer taste buds than humans. Humans have about 9,000 taste buds. Cats have only about 470. And cats cannot taste sweetness at all. They lack the receptor for sweet flavors. So the cat's experience of food is very different from ours. But taste and sleep are connected. Eating triggers sleepiness. And because cats do not experience the full range of tastes, they are not tempted to eat for pleasure the way humans are. They eat for survival. They eat quickly, and then they sleep. There is no lingering over a cat's meal. No dessert. No late-night snacking. Just eat, digest, sleep. This simplicity is very peaceful. It removes the complexity that humans often bring to food. The cat does not wonder if it should have a second helping. It does not feel guilty about eating too much. It eats. It sleeps. It repeats. Perhaps there is something we can learn from that too. Simplicity, trusting the body, eating when hungry, resting when full. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about trees. Trees sleep too. At night, many trees lower their branches. They reduce their activity. Their leaves may droop slightly. Their internal fluids move more slowly. This is not sleep in the animal sense. Trees do not have brains. They do not dream. But they do have rest periods. Periods of reduced function. Periods of conservation. And scientists have noticed that cats often sleep near trees. In the wild, cats sleep in tree branches. In your home, your cat may sleep under a houseplant or near a wooden table. There is something calming about wood. something grounding. Trees breathe out oxygen. They absorb carbon dioxide. They create the air that cats breathe. And when a cat sleeps near a tree or near something made from a tree, it is sleeping in the presence of another living thing that also rests, that also slows down when the sun goes down, that also knows when to be still. The rhythm of trees is the rhythm of the earth, and cats, like all animals, are part of that rhythm. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's stomach. A cat's stomach is small. It holds only about 2 to 3 tablespoons of food at a time. This is another reason cats eat many small meals. Their stomachs cannot hold enough food to last all day. So they eat, digest, sleep, eat again. This small stomach is part of the cat's evolutionary design. In the wild, a large stomach would be a disadvantage. It would weigh the cat down. It would make climbing and running more difficult. A small stomach keeps the cat light and fast. But it also means the cat must eat frequently. And frequent eating leads to frequent sleepiness. So the size of a cat's stomach, something you probably never think about, is directly connected to how many hours a cat sleeps. Everything in nature is connected. The small parts affect the large patterns. The stomach size affects the daily rhythm. And the daily rhythm affects the whole life of the cat. A quiet web of cause and effect. Let's gently move forward to the idea of rain. Cats often sleep more when it rains. The sound of rain is a natural white noise. It masks sudden sounds like footsteps or branches breaking. This makes the cat feel safer. With the rain covering up small noises, the cat does not need to stay alert to every little sound. The rain is a blanket of sound, a soft curtain of static. Many cats also dislike getting wet, so on rainy days they stay inside. They curl up, they sleep. The rain gives them permission to rest. Humans respond to rain in a similar way. Rainy days feel slower, sleepier, cozier. The sound of rain on a roof, on a window, on the street outside tells your brain that the outside world is less urgent, that you can stay inside, that you can rest. This is one of the many ways that weather shapes sleep, for cats and for us. So if it is raining where you are tonight, let the sound carry you. Let each drop be a tiny permission slip to rest. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's sense of time. Cats can tell time, not by looking at a clock, but by feeling the position of the sun, the temperature of the air, the sounds of the neighborhood. Cats know when it is morning. They know when it is evening. They know when you usually wake up and when you usually come home. And they adjust their sleep schedules accordingly. A cat who lives with a human who works from 9 to 5 will sleep most of the day, then wake up around 5, ready for attention. A cat who lives with a night shift worker may reverse its schedule entirely. The cat's internal clock is flexible. It adjusts to the rhythms of its environment. But the cat always sleeps much of the day. The details shift. The total amount of sleep does not. So your cat may change its schedule to match yours, but it will still sleep 12 to 16 hours. That is fixed. That is the cat's nature. And there is something comforting about that constancy. No matter what changes in your life, the cat will always need its rest. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the desert. The ancestors of domestic cats lived in the deserts of the Middle East and Africa. In the desert, temperatures are extreme. Very hot during the day, very cold at night. The best way to survive in the desert is to be active during the cooler hours, dawn and dusk, and to sleep during the heat of the day and the cold of the night. That is exactly what cats do. Their sleep pattern is a desert pattern, a survival pattern. Even though your house cat has never seen a desert, its body remembers. The heat of the afternoon sun tells the cat to sleep. The chill of the late night tells the cat to sleep. Only the soft light of morning and evening says, wake up, move, hunt. So when you see your cat sleeping in a sunbeam at 2 in the afternoon, it is not being lazy. It is being a desert animal. It is following instructions written in its DNA thousands of years ago. Instructions that say, rest now. The sun is high. The sand is hot. Sleep until the shadows grow long. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's nose leather. The skin on a cat's nose is called nose leather. It is hairless, moist, and filled with sweat glands. Cats do not sweat from most of their bodies. They only sweat from their paw pads and their nose leather. When a cat is hot, its nose may become slightly damp. This moisture evaporates and cools the cat down. But when a cat is sleeping, its nose may become dry. The sweat glands slow down. The body temperature drops. A dry nose is often a sign that a cat has been sleeping deeply for a while. Some people worry that a dry nose means a cat is sick, but usually it just means the cat has been resting. So the nose is a small window into the cat's sleep state. Wet nose recently awake. Dry nose deep in dreamland. Warm nose cozy. Cool nose maybe a little chilly. The nose tells the story. If you watch quietly, you can read it. Let's gently move forward to the idea of loneliness. Cats are often seen as independent, but they can get lonely, and loneliness affects sleep. A lonely cat may sleep more because there is nothing else to do, or a lonely cat may sleep less because it feels anxious and alert. Cats who live in homes with other cats or with humans who are home often tend to sleep better. They feel safer. They feel accompanied. This is why many shelters recommend adopting 2 cats instead of 1. 2 cats keep each other company. They groom each other. They sleep curled together. And they sleep more soundly than a single cat alone. Humans are the same. We sleep better when we are not alone. When we share a bed with a partner, a child, a pet. The presence of another living being tells our nervous system that we are safe, that we do not have to watch for danger alone, that we can rest, and someone else will keep watch. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's jaw. A cat's jaw is powerful. It can deliver a killing bite to the neck of a small animal. But the jaw also has a relaxed state. When a cat sleeps deeply, its jaw unclenches. The mouth may fall open slightly. A tiny bit of tongue may poke out. This is called a blep. It is not a sign of anything wrong. It is simply the jaw muscles letting go completely. The cat is so relaxed that it cannot even be bothered to keep its tongue inside its mouth. That is a very deep kind of rest. The kind where even the muscles that hold your face together decide to take a break. Humans do this too. When we sleep deeply, our mouths fall open. We may drool a little. We may snore. These are not embarrassing. They are signs of true relaxation. Signs that the body has stopped trying to control everything. That it has surrendered to sleep. The cat knows this surrender well. And the cat does not feel ashamed of its blep. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the moon again. We talked about the moon's light affecting sleep. But the moon also affects sleep through gravity. The moon's gravity pulls on the Earth's oceans, creating tides. But the moon also pulls on the Earth's crust and on the water inside living bodies. Humans are about 60% water. Cats are about the same. The moon's gravitational pull on the water in your body is very small, much smaller than the pull of your bed or the floor. But some scientists believe that very sensitive animals, including cats, may feel the moon's pull in subtle ways. They may be more restless during full moons, or sleep more deeply during new moons. The evidence is soft, not certain, but it is a beautiful idea. That the same force that moves the oceans also moves the fluid in a cat's inner ear. That the sleeping cat is connected to the sky. That even in rest, we are part of the solar system. Part of the dance of planets and moons. Part of something much larger than ourselves. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's back. A cat's back is very flexible. It can arch upward into a high curve, or stretch out into a long line. This flexibility allows cats to sleep in many positions. but it also allows cats to adjust their sleep posture for comfort. A cat may start a nap curled in a tight ball, then slowly, over minutes or hours, uncurl. Stretch a paw, change position. The cat is constantly making tiny adjustments, finding the most comfortable shape. Most humans do not move this much during sleep. We tend to stay in one position for longer, but cats shift and shift. They are never truly still for very long. They are always seeking the perfect angle, the perfect balance of warmth and coolness, the perfect pressure on their joints. This constant small movement is part of why cats can sleep so much. They never get stiff. They never get uncomfortable. They are always adjusting, always optimizing, always finding the softest way to be. Let's gently move forward to the idea of boredom. Cats can get bored, and when they are bored, they often sleep. Sleep becomes a way to pass the time, to escape the tedium of a day with nothing to do. This is especially true for indoor cats who do not have enough toys, enough climbing spaces, enough stimulation. For these cats, sleep is not just rest. It is a coping mechanism, a way to make the day go faster. This is sad in a way. Cats deserve interesting lives. But it is also a reminder that sleep can serve many purposes. It can be healing. It can be energy conservation. It can be boredom management. And for humans, sometimes we also sleep because we are bored, because we do not know what else to do, because the afternoon is long and the couch is soft. That is not a bad thing. Boredom is not an enemy. Sometimes boredom is an invitation to rest, to stop needing to be entertained, to lie still and let the world be quiet for a while. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's kidneys. Cats have very efficient kidneys. They are designed to conserve water. This is another adaptation from their desert ancestors. In the desert, water is scarce. So cats evolved to produce very concentrated urine. They lose very little water when they pee. This efficiency means cats do not need to drink as much water as other animals. And because they do not need to drink often, they do not need to wake up often to find water. They can sleep for many hours without getting thirsty. This is a small but important reason why cats can sleep so much. Their bodies are built to go long periods without needing anything, without needing food, without needing water, without needing to pee. The cat's body is a self-contained system, efficient, quiet, able to rest for hours without interruption. Humans are not like this. We need water. We need food. We need to use the bathroom. But in sleep, we can learn from the cat. We can go a few hours without needing anything. We can trust our bodies to wait until morning. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the color blue. Cats see blue more clearly than red or green. Their world is tinted in shades of blue, yellow, and gray. Blue is a calming color. It lowers heart rate. It reduces blood pressure. It is associated with peace, with water, with the sky on a clear day. So when a cat looks at a blue blanket, or a blue wall, or the blue light of early morning, it sees a color that naturally relaxes the nervous system. Some scientists believe that cats may seek out blue objects to sleep near, not because they know the science, but because the color feels good. It feels calm. It feels safe. Humans respond to blue the same way. That is why many bedrooms are painted soft blue, why many sleep masks are blue, why many night lights emit a soft blue glow. Color affects sleep in ways that are subtle but real. So if you want to feel more like a sleeping cat, surround yourself with soft blue. Let the color hold you. Let it whisper, "Rest now." And we can take a moment to notice the cat's eyelids. Cats have 3 eyelids: the upper eyelid, the lower eyelid, and the third eyelid we talked about earlier. When a cat sleeps, the upper and lower eyelids close. The third eyelid may slide partially across the eye. But sometimes, especially in light sleep, a cat may leave its eyes slightly open. This is called sleeping with eyes open. It looks strange to us. but it is a survival adaptation. With the eyes slightly open, the cat can still detect sudden movements. A shadow passing by, a hand reaching down. The cat is not fully awake, but it is not fully unaware either. It is hovering in a state of partial rest. Many cats do this during short naps. They are resting, but they are also watching. Just a little, just enough. This is another example of how cats have evolved to rest without fully letting go. They are always keeping one small part of themselves awake. Always ready, always safe. Let's gently move forward to the idea of warmth. Warmth is one of the strongest signals for sleep in cats. A warm surface, a sunbeam, a heating vent, a human lap. All of these tell the cat's body that it is time to rest. Warmth relaxes muscles. Warmth increases blood flow to the skin. Warmth lowers the metabolic rate. When a cat gets warm, its body naturally shifts towards sleep. This is why cats are so good at finding the warmest spot in the house. They are following an ancient instinct. Warm means safe. Warm means no need to burn energy to stay warm. Warm means rest. Humans also sleep better when we are warm enough. Not too hot, but comfortably warm. A blanket, a sweater, a heated mattress pad. These things tell your body the same thing they tell a cat. You are safe. You are cozy. You can let go now. The warmth will hold you. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's sense of hearing again. We have mentioned that cats hear higher frequencies than humans, but they also hear lower frequencies better than we do. Cats can hear sounds as low as 48 Hz. That is lower than the lowest note on a cello. So cats can hear deep rumbles, the hum of a refrigerator, the vibration of a truck driving down the street, the low sound of your voice when you speak softly. These low sounds can be very soothing to a cat. They're like white noise. They mask sudden high-pitched sounds that might wake the cat. Many cats sleep better when there is a constant low sound in the background. A fan, an air purifier, a soft voice. That is why this video is spoken in a low, gentle tone. It is not just for you. It is for the cat part of your brain. The part that finds low sounds comforting. That relaxes when the world is not silent, but softly humming. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the Earth's rotation. The Earth spins. Slowly, constantly. One full rotation every 24 hours. This rotation creates day and night. And day and night create the rhythm of sleep. Cats feel this rotation. They do not know it as a scientific fact, but their bodies feel it. The rising of the sun, the falling of the temperature, the changing angle of light through the window. All of these are caused by the Earth's rotation. And all of these tell the cat when to sleep and when to wake. The cat is not fighting the planet. The cat is flowing with it. Sleeping when the Earth turns away from the sun. Waking when the Earth turns back. This is the deepest rhythm of all. The rhythm of the planet itself. And when you sleep, you are also flowing with the Earth. You are also turning through the darkness. You are also waiting for the sun. The cat knows this. And now quietly, so do you. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's fur color again. We talked about dark fur absorbing heat. But fur color can also affect sleep in another way. In multi-cat households, cats of similar fur colors often sleep together. Black cats sleep near other black cats. Orange cats sleep near other orange cats. This is not because of color preference. It is because cats from the same litter, or cats who have lived together for a long time, often share similar fur colors. And they also share sleep habits. They sleep together because they are family, not because of the color itself. But to an outside observer, it looks like color matters. This is a reminder that patterns in nature can be misleading. Sometimes what looks like one cause warm fur is actually another cause family bonds. Science is about asking gentle questions, not jumping to conclusions, not assuming we know the answer. The cat sleeps. The color is there, but the reason is deeper, and there is time, always time, to look more closely. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the human voice. Cats respond to the human voice. Even when they are sleeping, a familiar voice, soft and low, can keep a cat asleep or help a cat fall back asleep. A loud or sudden voice can wake a cat instantly, but a gentle voice, a voice that does not change pitch too quickly, a voice that stays soft and steady, is like a lullaby to a sleeping cat. This is because cats have learned over thousands of years of living with humans that a calm human voice means safety. It means the human is not alarmed, not frightened, not hunting. The human is just talking, and talking means everything is okay. So when you speak softly to a sleeping cat, or when you listen to a soft voice like this one, your brain and the cat's brain both relax. The voice is a signal that says no danger, no rush, just rest, just this. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's preference for height. Cats love to sleep in high places. The top of a cat tree, the back of a sofa, a high shelf. This is because height offers safety. From a high place, a cat can see everything. Nothing can sneak up from behind. The cat's ancient ancestors slept in trees to avoid predators on the ground. That instinct is still alive in your house cat. When a cat sleeps up high, it sleeps more deeply. It feels protected. It can let go more completely. So if you want your cat to sleep well, give it a high place. A tall scratching post, a window perch, a shelf near the ceiling. The height tells the cat's body, you are safe. You can rest. Nothing will reach you here. Humans also like height sometimes. A loft bed, a top bunk, a room on a high floor. There is something about being above the ground that makes sleep feel safer. That is the cat in us, the tree-sleeping ancestor, the lookout in the dark. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the seasons again. In spring, cats sleep slightly less. The days are getting longer. The world is waking up. There are more birds, more mice, more things to watch. In autumn, cats sleep slightly more. The days are getting shorter. The world is preparing for winter. The cat prepares too, by resting, by conserving energy, by sleeping a little more each day. This seasonal change in sleep is very small, maybe an hour more or less, but it is real. It is the cat's body responding to the tilt of the earth, to the changing angle of the sun, to the subtle shift in temperature and light. You might feel this too. You might sleep a little more in November than you do in June. That is not laziness. That is seasonality. That is your body, like the cat's body, listening to the earth, saying, the light is fading. The cold is coming. Rest now. Gather your energy. Spring will come again. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's sleep talking. Some cats make sounds in their sleep. Little chirps, soft mews, quiet chattering noises. These are usually signs that the cat is dreaming. The sounds mimic the noises cats make when they are awake and watching birds through a window. So the dreaming cat is probably chasing something, pouncing on something, communicating with something in its dream. These sounds are usually very soft. You have to be quiet to hear them. But if you listen closely, you might hear your cat whisper in its sleep. A tiny voice from another world. A world where mice run slowly and birds sit on low branches. These sounds are not disturbing. They are gentle. They are proof that the cat is sleeping deeply enough to dream. And dreaming is a sign of a healthy brain. A brain that is processing, practicing, remembering. So when your cat chirps in its sleep, smile softly. And let the sound carry you closer to your own dreams. Let's gently move forward to the idea of gravity. Gravity is the force that pulls everything toward the earth. It is what keeps your feet on the floor, what keeps the moon in orbit, what keeps the cat on the bed instead of floating away. Gravity affects sleep. When you lie down, gravity pulls your blood toward your back. Your heart does not have to work as hard to pump blood to your brain. Your muscles can release tension because they are not fighting gravity to hold you upright. Lying down is a signal to your body that rest is allowed. Cats understand this better than anyone. They find the most gravity-friendly positions. They sprawl. They melt. They let gravity hold them completely. There is no resistance, no tension, just surrender. So when you lie down tonight, feel gravity. Feel the bed holding you. Feel the earth pulling you gently downward. That pull is not a burden. It is a support. It is the planet saying, "I've got you. Rest now." Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's sleep startle. Sometimes a sleeping cat will suddenly jerk awake. Whole body flinch. Eyes wide. Then a moment later, relax again. This is called a hypnic jerk. Humans have them too. A hypnic jerk happens when the brain is transitioning from wakefulness to sleep. The brain misinterprets the relaxation of muscles as falling. So it sends a quick signal to the muscles to tense up, to catch yourself. It is a harmless reflex, a small glitch in the sleep system. Cats experience hypnic jerks just like humans do. And like humans, they often fall right back to sleep afterward. The jerk is not a sign of a bad dream, not a sign of danger, just the brain being a little too careful, a little too protective. It happens, and then it passes, and the cat goes back to dreaming. So if you ever jerk awake as you are falling asleep, do not worry. You are not broken. You are just having a cat moment. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the sun. The sun is a star. It is 93 million miles away. Its light takes about 8 minutes to reach the Earth. That light warms the cat, tells the cat when to wake, tells the cat when to sleep. The sun is the most important factor in the cat's sleep schedule. Without the sun, the cat would have no rhythm, no sense of time, no reason to wake or rest. The sun is the cat's clock, and the cat's clock is millions of years old. It was the clock of the cat's ancestors, the clock of the first mammals, the clock of the dinosaurs before them. The sun has been keeping time for life on Earth for billions of years. And the cat, like all of us, is just a passenger on this planet, following the light, resting in the dark, trusting that tomorrow the sun will rise again, and the cat will open its eyes and stretch and begin another day of sleeping and waking. A simple cycle, a beautiful cycle, the cycle of life under the sun. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's sleeping position and personality. The position a cat sleeps in can tell you about its personality. A cat that sleeps on its back, belly exposed, paws in the air, is a very confident cat. It feels completely safe. A cat that sleeps curled in a tight ball is more cautious. It is protecting its body. A cat that sleeps with its paws tucked under its chest, like a loaf of bread, is comfortable but ready, alert enough to wake quickly. Different cats, different positions, different personalities, but all of them sleep a lot. Personality affects the depth and style of sleep, but not the total number of hours. Even the most confident cat sleeps 12 hours. Even the most cautious cat sleeps 12 hours. Sleep is not a choice for cats. It is a requirement. It is built into their biology. Their personality just decorates the surface. The deep need for rest is the same as it is for you. Let's gently move forward to the idea of darkness. Complete darkness is rare in nature. Even on the darkest night, there is starlight. There is moonlight. There is the faint glow of the atmosphere. But cats do not need complete darkness to sleep. They can sleep in partial light, in dim light, in the soft gray of early morning. Their eyes adjust. Their brains filter out the light. They sleep. Humans, on the other hand, often need near total darkness for deep sleep. Our eyes are less sensitive. Our brains are more easily disturbed by light. So we close curtains. We wear sleep masks. We cover the tiny LED lights on our electronics. The cat does not need these things. The cat is more adaptable, more flexible, more willing to sleep under any conditions. That is part of why cats can sleep so much. They do not need the perfect environment. They can make do. They can rest anywhere. In a box, on a pile of laundry, on a sunny windowsill. Anywhere is a bedroom for a cat. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's sensitivity to vibration. Cats can feel very small vibrations through their paw pads and their bodies. The vibration of a truck 2 blocks away. The vibration of a washing machine in the basement. The vibration of your footsteps as you walk across the floor. These vibrations can wake a cat if they are sudden or strong. But gentle, constant vibrations can help a cat sleep. The vibration of a fan. The vibration of a refrigerator. The vibration of a human breathing. These are soothing. They are like a gentle massage for the nervous system. Some cats seek out vibrating surfaces to sleep on. The top of a running dryer. A chair next to a washing machine. Your chest as you breathe. Your heartbeat is a vibration. Small, rhythmic, soothing. When a cat sleeps on your chest, it is not just seeking warmth. It is seeking your vibration, the quiet thrum of your life, the proof that you are alive and still. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the ocean again. The ocean has tides. 2 high tides and 2 low tides every day. The tides are caused by the moon and the sun, and the tides affect all life near the coast. But do they affect cats? Probably not directly. Cats do not live in the ocean. They do not depend on tides for food. But the rhythm of the tides is the same rhythm that shaped all life on Earth. The first cells divided in time with the tides. The first hearts beat in rhythm with the waves. That ancient rhythm is inside every living thing, including cats, including you. So when you sleep, you are not just following the sun. You are also, in a very distant way, following the tides, following the moon, following the same slow pulse that moves the sea. You are part of a very old dance, and the cat curled on your bed is dancing too. Softly, slowly, with eyes closed. And we can take a moment to notice the cats sleeping with humans. Many cats prefer to sleep in the same room as their humans. Some prefer to sleep on the bed. Some prefer to sleep at the foot of the bed. Some prefer to sleep on your pillow, wrapped around your head. This is not just about warmth. It is about trust. The cat is choosing to be near you during its most vulnerable time. Sleep is when a cat is least able to defend itself. So to sleep near you, the cat is saying, I trust you. I believe you will keep me safe. That is a great honor, a quiet gift. And when a cat sleeps near you, you may sleep better too. The presence of a trusting animal lowers stress, slows the heart, calms the mind. So if a cat shares your bed, you are not just giving the cat a place to rest. The cat is giving you the same, a mutual gift of safety and sleep. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat's inner clock. Every cat has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. This rhythm is generated by a small cluster of cells in the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is about the size of a grain of rice. This tiny cluster of cells tells the cat's body when to feel sleepy and when to feel awake. It responds to light, to temperature, to meals. But it also runs on its own. Even if a cat lived in a room with no windows, no clocks, no cues from the outside world, its circadian rhythm would still cycle. It would drift a little, but it would continue. This internal clock is incredibly ancient. It is found in almost all living things, from bacteria to humans to cats. It is the heartbeat of time inside your body. And when you sleep, you are resetting that clock. You are winding it gently, so that when you wake, you know without looking what time it is. The cat knows this too. It always knows. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat's dream content. We do not know exactly what cats dream about, but we can guess. Based on their brain activity and their waking behaviors, scientists believe cats dream about things they do every day. Hunting, eating, grooming, playing, climbing, sleeping. They may dream about you. Your face, your voice, your hands petting their fur. They may dream about other cats, about the dog next door, about the bird at the window. Their dreams are probably not complex, not like human dreams. They do not have long stories or symbolic meanings. Their dreams are simple, sensory, a flash of movement, a feeling of warmth, a sound, a smell. These simple dreams help the cat's brain practice important skills. They keep the cat's instincts sharp. Even in sleep, especially in sleep, the cat is learning, is practicing, is becoming a better cat. Dreams are not wasted time. They're quiet classrooms, and the cat is always a student. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the human need for silence. Some humans need silence to sleep. Others need white noise. Cats are somewhere in between. They do not need absolute silence, but they do not need constant noise either. They can adapt. A cat who lives in a quiet house will sleep in quiet. A cat who lives next to a busy street will learn to sleep through traffic. Cats are flexible sleepers. They can tune out sounds that are not important, and they can wake instantly for sounds that are important. The sound of a can opener, the sound of a treat bag, the sound of your voice. These sounds break through any sleep. Other sounds, the wind, the rain, the distant train, fade into the background. This selective hearing is a survival skill. It allows the cat to rest without missing opportunities, without missing danger. Your own brain does something similar. It can sleep through the sound of a fan, but wake at the sound of your name. That is the cat in you, the selective listener, the sleepy guardian. And we can take a moment to notice the cats sleeping through the day. Cats are most active at dawn and dusk. That means they sleep through most of the day and most of the night. This can be frustrating for humans who want to play with their cats during the day. But it is not the cat's fault. The cat is following its nature. Its body is built for twilight. The bright middle of the day is not for cats. It is for rest. So when you see your cat sleeping at noon, do not wake it. Do not feel sad. The cat is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. And when you go to bed at 10 o'clock, your cat may be wide awake, ready to play, ready to explore. That is also what it is supposed to do. The mismatch between human and cat schedules is not a problem. It is just a difference, a gentle difference, one that can be managed with patience and with understanding. The cat sleeps when it needs to sleep. You sleep when you need to sleep. Both are right. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat's sleeping and eating cycle. We have mentioned that cats eat many small meals, and that eating makes them sleepy. So a typical cat's day looks like this. Wake up, stretch, eat a small meal, groom, sleep. Wake up, stretch, eat a small meal, groom, sleep, repeat. This cycle happens 5 or 6 times in a 24-hour period. Each sleep period is 2 to 4 hours long, so the cat is never awake for very long, never asleep for very long. It is a rhythm of short bursts, short meals, short naps, short everything. This is very different from the human rhythm. We wake. We stay awake for 16 hours. We eat 3 large meals. Then we sleep for 8 hours. Our rhythm is long and slow. The cat's rhythm is short and fast. Neither is better. They're just different. Different strategies for different bodies, different lives, different needs. But both strategies work. Both have kept their species alive for millions of years. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and dreaming of hunting. When a cat dreams of hunting, its paws may twitch, its whiskers may quiver, its tail may flick. Sometimes a dreaming cat will make pouncing movements. Its back legs will kick. Its front paws will grab at the air. These movements are small, usually not enough to wake the cat, but they are visible. They are the body rehearsing the hunt, practicing the movements that keep the cat fed. Even though your house cat does not need to hunt for food, its body still wants to practice, still wants to keep those skills sharp. So dreams of hunting are not just entertainment for the cat. They're training, nightly or daily practice sessions. The cat is keeping its instincts alive, keeping its body ready. And when you see your cat twitching in its sleep, you are watching a hunter train. A quiet predator, a soft killer, asleep but still dangerous to the mice in its dreams. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the stars again. The stars are always there, even during the day. We just cannot see them because the sun is too bright. But the stars are still burning, still shining, still sending light across the universe. Some of that light takes millions of years to reach us. The star may already be dead, but its light continues, traveling through space, waiting to be seen. Cats do not know this. Cats do not care about dead stars or light years. But cats sleep under those stars. They breathe the air that those stars helped create. All the atoms in a cat's body, the carbon, the oxygen, the nitrogen, were forged inside ancient stars. Stars that exploded billions of years ago. So a sleeping cat is made of stardust. Just like you, just like everything on Earth. We are all children of the stars, all sleeping under the same sky, all connected by the same ancient light. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's preference for small spaces. Cats love to sleep in small, enclosed spaces. Boxes, laundry baskets, drawers, suitcases. Small spaces make cats feel safe. In the wild, a small space is a den, a hiding place, a place where predators cannot easily reach you. Even a house cat, who has never seen a predator, feels this instinct. A small space tells the cat's body, you are hidden. You are protected. You can sleep deeply. This is why many cat beds are shaped like caves. Why many cat trees have enclosed cubbies. Why your cat may ignore an expensive bed, but sleep instantly in a cardboard box. The box is not comfortable, but it is enclosed. And for a cat, enclosure is more important than comfort. Humans are similar. We like cozy spaces, small rooms, beds with canopies, blankets pulled over our heads. That is the cat in us, the den-seeking mammal, the creature who sleeps best when the walls are close. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat's whiskers and sleep depth. The position of a cat's whiskers can tell you how deeply it is sleeping. When a cat is awake, its whiskers are usually pointed forward or to the sides. When a cat falls into light sleep, the whiskers relax slightly. They droop. When a cat enters deep sleep or REM sleep, the whiskers may become completely still, or they may twitch gently with dreams. So if you look closely at a sleeping cat, you can see the whiskers. You can tell without touching the cat whether it is resting lightly or dreaming deeply. This is a quiet skill, a gentle art. It takes patience. You have to watch for a long time. You have to be very still. But if you practice, you will learn to read the whiskers. You will know when the cat is lost in a dream, and when the cat is just resting its eyes, ready to wake at any moment. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping in the sun. There is almost nothing more peaceful than a cat sleeping in a sunbeam. The sun warms the cat's fur. The cat's body relaxes completely. The eyes close. The breathing slows. The cat becomes a soft, warm, living shape in the light. This image is so peaceful that it has become a symbol of rest itself. A sleeping cat in sunlight means safety, means comfort, means no worries. Scientists have studied why sunbathing feels so good. The warmth of the sun triggers the release of endorphins. It increases blood flow to the skin. It relaxes muscles. It even improves the immune system. So when a cat sleeps in the sun, it is not just resting. It is healing. It is filling itself with light and warmth. It is becoming more alive by being still. You can do this too. A few minutes of sunlight on your skin. Eyes closed. Breathing slowly. No phone. No thoughts. Just warmth. Just rest. The cat will show you how. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cat's sleep and memory consolidation. We have mentioned that sleep helps cats remember things. But how does this work? During deep sleep, the cat's brain replays the day's events and fast forward. This replay strengthens the connections between neurons. It turns short-term memories into long-term memories. It filters out useless information. So a cat who had a good day, who caught a toy mouse, who got treats, who was petted by a kind human, will remember that day more clearly after sleeping. A cat who had a scary day, who went to the vet, who heard a loud noise, will also remember that. Sleep locks in the emotional tone of the day. This is why it is important to give cats calm, positive experiences before they sleep. A gentle play session, a soft brushing, quiet time together. These things become part of the cat's long-term memory, part of who the cat is. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is the sculptor of the self. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's breathing in sleep. Watch a sleeping cat's belly. It rises and falls gently, slowly. Each breath is a small wave. The breaths are deeper than when the cat is awake. Slower, more regular. The cat's breathing in sleep is a kind of meditation. It is automatic. The cat does not control it. The body just breathes. In and out, in and out. When humans watch a sleeping cat, our own breathing often slows to match. This is called respiratory entrainment. We copy the rhythm we see. So if you are watching a sleeping cat, or even just imagining one, you can let your breathing become slower, deeper, more like the cat's. Breathe in gently. Breathe out gently. Let the air move without rushing. Let your belly rise and fall. The cat breathes. You breathe. Together. Quietly. Safely. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat sleeping and the immune system. Sleep boosts the immune system. In cats, as in humans, sleep increases the production of white blood cells. These are the cells that fight infection. Sleep also increases the production of antibodies, proteins that recognize and attack specific germs. A cat that sleeps well is less likely to get sick. A cat that is sick will sleep more, to give its immune system time to work. This is why sick cats sleep even more than healthy cats. They are not being lazy. They are fighting, quietly, internally, using sleep as medicine. You do the same thing. When you are sick, you feel sleepy. That is your body asking for help, asking for rest, asking for the time it needs to heal. So when you are sick, do not fight the sleep. Give in to it. Sleep as much as you want. Sleep like a sick cat. Let your immune system do its work. You will get better faster. The cat knows this. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and aging. As cats age, their sleep patterns change. Older cats sleep more, but they also wake more often. Their sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented. This is similar to what happens in aging humans. The deep restorative stages of sleep become shorter. The cat may spend more time in light sleep, dozing half awake. This is not a sign of illness. It is a normal part of aging. The older cat still needs rest, but its body is less able to achieve deep sleep. So it compensates by sleeping more total hours, more naps, more dozing in warm spots. If you have an old cat, you may notice it sleeping 18 hours a day. That is normal. That is gentle. That is the body's way of adapting to the changes of time. The old cat is not suffering. It is just old. And being old means needing more rest. Just like being young means needing more rest. Kittens sleep a lot. Old cats sleep a lot. Only adult cats in their prime sleep a little less. The cat's life is a U-shape of sleep. Lots at the beginning, lots at the end, and a little less in the middle. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cat sleeping and the full moon. Some studies suggest that cats are more active during the full moon. They may sleep less. They may be more restless. This may be because the full moon is brighter, or because the full moon affects the Earth's magnetic field, or because the full moon changes the behavior of prey animals, and cats sense that change. Whatever the reason, many cat owners report that their cats sleep differently around the full moon. Not every cat, not every moon, but enough cats that it is likely real. If you have a cat, you might notice this yourself. On the night of the full moon, your cat may wake more often, may walk around the house, may sit at the window, may seem a little more alert. This is not a problem. It is just a small change, a whisper of lunar influence. The moon pulls on the cat feels it, and then after a few nights, the feeling passes, and the cat returns to its normal sleeping pattern, until the next full moon. And we can take a moment to notice the cats sleeping after play. Cats who have a good play session will often sleep deeply afterward. Play mimics hunting. It uses the same muscles, the same instincts, the same burst of energy followed by exhaustion. After a good play session, a cat's body is tired. Its brain is satisfied. The hunting drive has been fulfilled. So the cat rests. It sleeps more soundly than a cat who has been bored all day. This is why veterinarians recommend playing with your cat every day. Not just for exercise, but for sleep quality. A cat who plays well sleeps well. The same is true for humans. A day with some physical activity leads to better sleep at night. Not intense exercise, just movement, just play, a walk, a dance, a game of fetch with a dog. Something that uses your body, something that makes you pleasantly tired. Then sleep comes easier. Sleep comes deeper. The cat knows this. The cat has always known. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat's sleeping and temperature regulation. We have talked about warmth, but cats also need to stay cool. When a cat is too warm, it will stretch out. It will sleep on a cool floor. It will find a tile or a stone surface. It will spread its body to release heat. Cats cannot sweat except through their paws, so they rely on these behaviors to regulate temperature. Sleeping positions are not random. They are the cat's thermostat. Too hot, stretch out. Too cold, curl up. Just right. Loaf position, paws tucked, body compact. Comfortable. You do the same thing. You kick off blankets when you are hot. You pull them up when you are cold. You change positions throughout the night. These small adjustments are not conscious. They are your body's automatic temperature control. The same as the cat's. The same as every mammal's. We are all just trying to get comfortable, trying to find the perfect temperature, so we can sleep. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the human heartbeat. When a cat sleeps on your chest, it feels your heartbeat, the thump-thump of your heart, the rhythm of your life. That rhythm is very soothing to a cat. It reminds the cat of being a kitten, of sleeping next to its mother, of feeling its mother's heartbeat. That memory is ancient. It is stored deep in the cat's brain. And when the cat feels your heartbeat, that memory awakens. The cat feels safe, feels loved, feels like a kitten again. This is why cats love to sleep on human chests. Not just for warmth, for the heartbeat, for the memory of mother, for the feeling of being small and protected. You can feel your own heartbeat too. Place your hand on your chest. Feel the thump. That is your life. That is your rhythm. That is the same rhythm that soothes the cat. And it can soothe you too. Just by noticing it. Just by feeling it. Just by letting it be. Now, as we continue, Let's take a quiet moment to think about the cats sleeping and the color of the sky. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. Blue at noon, orange and pink at sunset, deep purple at night, gray before a storm. Cats see some of these colors. They see blue. They see yellow. They see gray. They do not see pink or purple very well, but they see the change in brightness. They see the shadows growing longer. They see the light fading. These changes tell the cat when to sleep and when to wake. The sky is the cat's clock, a clock that never needs batteries, never needs setting, never lies. It is always accurate, always moving, always changing. And the cat reads this clock perfectly, without thinking, without trying. The cat just knows. You know too. You feel the change in the sky. You feel the evening coming. The light softens. The world quiets. And your body begins to prepare for sleep. The sky tells you. The same sky that tells the cat. And we can take a moment to notice the cat's sleeping and the wind. We talked about wind earlier, but let's go deeper. Wind carries scent. Scent is information. When a cat sleeps, its nose is still working, still sampling the air, still detecting the small changes that wind brings. A shift in wind direction may bring a new smell, a possible threat, a possible meal. Even deep in sleep, the cat's brain registers these changes. If the change is small, the cat stays asleep. If the change is large, the cat wakes. This is why cats often sleep with their noses pointed toward the wind. They want to catch the earliest possible warning. They want to know what is coming. You cannot smell as well as a cat, but you can still feel the wind, the breeze on your face, the air moving through the room. That movement tells you the world is alive, that you are not sealed off, that the outside is still outside, and you are safe inside, resting, listening to the wind. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat sleeping and the Earth's magnetic field again. We mentioned that cats may align their bodies with the Earth's magnetic field while sleeping. This is called magnetic alignment. It has been observed in many animals: cows, deer, foxes, and possibly cats. The effect is small. Not all cats do it, but enough do that scientists take it seriously. How do cats sense the magnetic field? They may have tiny crystals of magnetite in their brains. These crystals align with the field. They act like a compass, a very weak compass, but strong enough to feel. Why would a cat care about the magnetic field while sleeping? Perhaps it helps with navigation. Perhaps it helps with memory. Perhaps it is just a leftover from an ancient ancestor that needed to migrate. We do not know for sure, but the idea is beautiful, that even in sleep, the cat is connected to the planet's invisible field, that the Earth is holding the cat, guiding it, keeping it oriented, even when it dreams. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the concept of time. We experience time linearly: past, present, future. Cats may experience time differently. Without language, without long-term planning, a cat's sense of time may be more immediate, more focused on the now. Sleep for a cat may feel like a gap in time, a hole in awareness. The cat falls asleep, then wakes, and the time between is gone. No dreams remembered, no awareness of duration, just sleep, then wake. This is very different from human sleep. We often remember dreams. We often have a sense of how long we slept. We wake and think, I slept for 2 hours. The cat does not think that. The cat just wakes and is ready for the next thing. Eating, grooming, playing, sleeping again. There is no clock in the cat's head, no schedule, just the rhythm of the body, the rise and fall of the sun, the feeling of hunger, the feeling of tiredness. That is time enough. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cats sleeping and the first cats. The first cats appeared on Earth about 30 million years ago. They were small, tree-dwelling, Nocturnal. Over millions of years, they evolved into the cats we know today. But the basic sleep pattern remained. Sleep a lot, hunt a little, sleep more. This pattern has survived for 30 million years. It has survived ice ages, droughts, the rise and fall of continents, the extinction of the dinosaurs, the evolution of humans. Through all of that change, cats have kept their sleep. It works. It is efficient. It is successful. So when your cat sleeps on your bed, you are watching a behavior that is 30 million years old. A behavior that has been passed down through countless generations, through thousands of species, through the entire history of cats. That is not just a nap. That is a living fossil, a piece of deep time, curled up on your blanket, breathing softly, dreaming of mice. And we can take a moment to notice the cat sleeping and the human brain. Your brain, right now as you listen, is producing alpha waves. These are the brain waves of relaxed wakefulness, the calm before sleep. As you become sleepier, your brain will produce theta waves. These are the waves of light sleep and deep meditation. Then delta waves, the waves of deep sleep. Then back to theta for REM sleep. Your brain cycles through these stages all night. The cat's brain does the same, but faster, on a different schedule. Still, the stages are the same. The waves are the same. The purpose is the same: to rest, to repair, to remember, to dream. You and the cat are not so different. You are both mammals, both warm-blooded, both in need of sleep, both following the ancient rhythm of the brain, the rhythm that has been inside living heads for hundreds of millions of years, the rhythm that is playing in your head right now, softly, gently, leading you toward rest. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat's sleeping and the seasons of life. A cat's life is short compared to a human's, 10 to 20 years on average. In that short life, a cat will spend about 2/3 of its time sleeping. So a 15-year-old cat has spent about 10 years asleep, 5 years awake. That is a lot of sleep, a lot of dreams, a lot of quiet hours. But the cat does not regret the time spent sleeping. The cat does not wish it had been more productive. The cat does not worry about wasting time. The cat simply sleeps, because sleeping is what cats do. It is their nature, their purpose, their art. Perhaps we can learn from this. Not to sleep 16 hours a day, but to sleep without guilt, to rest without shame, to close our eyes and trust that sleep is not wasted time. Sleep is essential time, sacred time, the time when we become ourselves again. The cat knows this, and now so do you. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the sound of silence. True silence is rare. Even in a quiet room, there is the sound of your own breathing, your heartbeat, the blood moving through your ears, the faint hum of electricity. These sounds are always there, but we usually do not notice them. Cats notice everything. Their ears are too sensitive to ignore the small sounds. So a cat's silence is never truly silent. The cat hears the buzz of the lights, the creak of the house settling, the distant sound of a car on a wet road. These sounds become the cat's lullaby, a constant low familiar hum, the sound of safety, the sound of home. When you sleep in a room that is familiar, your brain also finds comfort in the small sounds. The creak, the hum, the distant car. These sounds tell you that nothing has changed, that the world is still there, that you are still safe. So do not seek perfect silence. Seek familiar silence. The silence you know, the silence that lets you rest. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cat sleeping and the stars one more time. We are made of stardust. So are cats. So is the bed you are lying on. So is the air you are breathing. Everything heavier than hydrogen and helium was forged inside a star. Stars are the only places in the universe where carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and iron are made. When stars die, they explode. They scatter those elements across space. Eventually, those elements gather into new stars, new planets, new life. The cat on your bed is a small collection of stardust that has learned to sleep, to dream, to purr, to chase laser pointers. It is a miracle, a quiet miracle, and so are you. So when you close your eyes tonight, remember that you are stardust resting, stardust breathing, stardust dreaming. The universe is inside you, and the universe is inside the cat, and the universe is very, very patient. And we can take a moment to notice the cat sleeping and the feeling of trust. When a cat sleeps with its belly exposed, it is showing you its most vulnerable part. The soft underbelly. No fur to protect it. No thick skin. Just the thin layer of flesh over the vital organs. A cat would never show its belly to a predator. But to you it shows its belly. That is trust. Complete trust. The cat is saying, I know you will not hurt me. I know you will protect me. I am safe with you. This is one of the greatest gifts a cat can give. And it is given in sleep, in the quietest, most vulnerable moment. If a cat has ever slept on its back near you, you have been trusted. Deeply, completely, without words, without conditions. That trust is a treasure. And it is earned through patience, through gentleness, through being still, through letting the cat rest. You can trust yourself the same way. You can trust your body to sleep, to breathe, to heal. You can show yourself your own belly and rest. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat sleeping and the rhythm of the household. Every household has its own rhythm. When people wake, when they eat, when they come home, when they go to bed, cats learn this rhythm quickly. Within a few weeks of moving into a new home, a cat will know the household schedule. It will know when to expect food, when to expect company, when to expect quiet, and the cat will adjust its sleep schedule to fit. Not completely. The cat still needs 12 to 16 hours, but it will shift those hours to be awake when you are home, to be asleep when you are gone, to be ready for attention when you are available. This ability to adapt is one reason cats have been so successful as human companions. They are flexible. They watch. They learn. They fit themselves into our lives, while still keeping their own nature, still sleeping most of the time, still being cats. Just cats who know when you usually get home from work. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the concept of boredom again. Boredom sleep is real, but it is not the same as restorative sleep. A cat who sleeps because it has nothing else to do may not sleep as deeply. Its brain may stay more alert. Its body may not fully relax. This is why it is important to give cats enrichment. Toys, climbing structures, window perches, playtime with humans. An enriched cat sleeps better, more deeply, more restoratively. The cat who has a good day, a day of hunting toys, chasing laser pointers, watching birds from the window, will fall into a deeper sleep, a more healing sleep. The same is true for humans. A day of meaning, of movement, of connection leads to better sleep. So if you want to sleep like a healthy cat, live like a healthy cat. Move, play, explore, rest. Then sleep will come, deeply, gently, without effort. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cat sleeping and the end of the day. Every day ends. The sun sets. The light fades. The world grows quiet. For the cat, the end of the day is not a big event. It is just another time to sleep. The cat does not watch the sunset and feel nostalgic. It does not think about the day that is ending or the day that will come. It simply feels the darkness. And it sleeps. There is something peaceful about that. Something free. The cat is not burdened by memory or worry. It does not replay the day's mistakes. It does not plan for tomorrow. It just sleeps. We cannot be cats. We have memories. We have worries. We have plans. But we can learn from the cat. We can let go. Just for tonight. Just for this moment. The day is over. It does not need to be reviewed. Tomorrow will come when it comes. Right now, there is only sleep. Soft. Dark. Peaceful. The cat is already there. You can join. And we can take a moment to notice the cat sleeping and the first light of morning. Morning comes. The sun rises. The light returns. The cat may open its eyes. It may stretch. It may yawn. Then often it goes back to sleep. The cat is not in a hurry to start the day. The cat does not have a to-do list. The cat does not check its phone. It simply wakes a little, feels the warmth of the rising sun, and drifts back into dreams. This is the opposite of the human morning. We wake to alarms, to obligations, to rushing, but the cat's morning is a gentle transition, a soft waking, a slow return. Perhaps on some days, you can have a cat morning, a morning where you do not rush, where you lie in bed and feel the sun on your face, where you close your eyes again if you want to, where you let the morning come to you. Instead of chasing it, let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat sleeping and the end of life. Eventually, every cat dies, and in the days before death, a cat sleeps even more. The body is shutting down. The energy is fading. The cat sleeps almost all the time. This is not painful. It is a gentle slowing, a quiet letting go. The cat's life, which was mostly sleep, becomes entirely sleep. Then the sleep becomes permanent. This is sad, but it is also natural. It is the way of all living things. The cat does not fear this final sleep. The cat does not understand death as we do. For the cat, sleep is just sleep. Deep, long dreamless. And when it does not wake, that is simply the last sleep. The longest nap. The final rest. We can learn from this too. To not fear sleep. To not fear rest. To accept that our bodies need to slow down. And eventually, to stop. But not tonight. Tonight, you will wake again. Tomorrow, you will open your eyes. The cat will too. There is still time. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the love you feel for it. If you have a cat, you know the feeling of watching it sleep. The soft rise and fall of its fur, the twitching whiskers, the tiny sounds. There is something about a sleeping cat that fills the heart with a quiet kind of love. A protective love, a grateful love. You want to keep the cat safe. You want to give it a warm place to rest. You want to be worthy of its trust. That feeling, that gentle love, is one of the best things about sharing your life with a cat. And that feeling is also a form of rest. Loving something quietly, without needing anything in return, is very restful for the mind. It slows the heart. It softens the edges of the day. So if you have a cat, and it is sleeping near you tonight, let yourself feel that love. Let it fill you. Let it carry you toward your own sleep. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about the cat sleeping and the mystery of consciousness. We do not know what consciousness is. We do not know why we are aware of ourselves, why we feel pain and pleasure, why we dream. Cats have consciousness. We are sure of that. They feel pain. They feel pleasure. They have preferences. They remember. They dream. But what is it like to be a cat? To see the world in muted colors? To hear sounds we cannot hear? To smell the passage of time? We will never know. That mystery is part of what makes cats so fascinating. They are close to us, but different. Familiar, but strange. They sleep next to us, but their inner world is unknown. And that is okay. Not everything needs to be understood. Some things are beautiful because they are mysterious. The cat sleeping on your bed is a mystery. And you are a mystery too. Two mysteries, resting together, in the dark. And we can take a moment to notice the cat sleeping and the simplicity of being. A cat does not ask itself, "Why am I here?" What is the meaning of life? What should I do tomorrow? A cat simply is. It eats. It sleeps. It grooms. It watches. It purrs. It exists. That is the simplicity of being. The cat does not need a purpose. Being alive is enough. Breathing is enough. Sleeping is enough. Humans struggle with this. We want meaning. We want achievement. We want to matter. But perhaps, just for tonight, you can be more like a cat. You do not need to matter right now. You do not need to achieve anything. You just need to be, to breathe, to lie still, to let sleep come. That is enough. That is more than enough. That is everything. Let's gently move forward to the idea of the cat sleeping and the sound of this voice. This voice, my voice, is just sound. Vibrations in the air. Your ears turn those vibrations into electrical signals. Your brain turns those signals into meaning. But right now, the meaning does not matter. The facts do not matter. What matters is the sound, the rhythm, the low, slow, steady tone. This voice is designed to be a lullaby, a human purr. It is not asking you to remember anything. It is not asking you to think. It is just asking you to listen, and then to stop listening, to let the voice fade into the background, to let sleep rise up from your body like a tide. That is the goal. That has always been the goal. Not to teach you about cats, but to help you rest. And if you have made it this far, you are very close to sleep. So let go now. Let the voice become like rain, like wind, like the sound of a distant ocean. Let it wash over you, and let yourself sink. Slowly, gently, we can think about the cat sleeping and the final fact. This is fact 115. There are 120 facts in total. We are almost at the end, but there is no need to finish. You do not need to hear every fact. You do not need to stay awake. If sleep comes before the end, that is perfect. That is success. The facts will still be here tomorrow. You can listen again, or not. It does not matter. What matters is this moment, this breath, this letting go. The cat does not count its naps. It does not keep track of how many hours it has slept. It just sleeps. You can do the same. You do not need to know how much time has passed. You do not need to know how many facts remain. You just need to rest. So rest now. Let the words become soft shapes. Let the sounds become soft colors. Let everything fade. Now, as we continue, let's take a quiet moment to think about nothing at all. You do not have to think about cats anymore. You do not have to think about sleep cycles or whiskers or the Earth's magnetic field. You can let all of that go. It was just a gentle path to lead you here. To this moment, this quiet moment. There is nothing you need to do. Nothing you need to figure out. Nothing you need to remember. Your body knows what to do. Your breath will continue without your help. Your heart will keep beating. Your mind will drift. That is all. That is everything. Just this. Just now. Just the soft darkness behind your eyes. And we can take a moment to notice the absence of tension. Your jaw is not clenched. Your shoulders are not raised. Your hands are not gripping anything. Your legs are not crossed. Everything is loose. Everything is soft. If there is any tension anywhere, you can let it go now. Just by noticing it. Just by breathing into it. The tension will leave on its own. It does not need to be pushed. It just needs to be noticed. And then released. Slowly. Gently. Like a cat stretching after a long nap. Let your body become heavy. Let the bed hold you. Let gravity pull you down. Down into the mattress. Down into the pillows. Down into sleep. Let's gently move forward to the very softest part of the night. This is the time when most people are asleep. The world is quiet. The streets are empty. The animals are resting. The stars are turning slowly overhead. You are not alone in this. Millions of people are sleeping right now. Millions of cats are sleeping too. Curled in beds. On couches. In boxes. in sunny spots that will not see sun again until morning. You are part of a great quiet, a great rest, a great stillness that covers the earth every night. Let that stillness hold you. You do not need to be awake anymore. You have permission to sleep. You have always had permission. The cat never asked for permission. It just slept. You can do the same. Slowly, gently, almost there. Fact 119. You have listened to almost all of them. Or maybe you have drifted and come back. It does not matter. There is no test, no grade, no expectation. This is just a voice, just sound, just a gentle presence in the dark. And now, the voice is getting softer. The words are getting slower. The space between words is getting longer. That is because the voice knows you are almost asleep. It does not want to wake you. It wants to fade, to become a whisper, to become a memory, to become nothing at all. And that is good. That is the goal. Let the voice fade. Let the facts disappear. Let there be only silence, only darkness, only the soft sound of your own breathing. And finally, the last fact. The last fact is this. There is no last fact. There are always more facts, more quiet things to learn, more gentle mysteries to explore. But not tonight. Tonight, the learning is over. The listening is over. There is only rest. Only the soft pillow under your head. Only the warm blanket over your body. Only the slow rise and fall of your chest. You have done everything you needed to do today. You have been awake long enough. You have thought enough. You have listened enough. Now it is time to sleep. The cat is already asleep. The world is asleep. The stars are asleep. And you are drifting now. Drifting away from this voice. Drifting away from these words. Drifting into the soft, dark, peaceful center of the night. Goodbye. Goodbye for now. If this gentle journey helped you rest, and if you would like to find your way back to this quiet place again, you can softly, slowly press like and subscribe. Or not. It does not matter. What matters is that you rest. So rest now. Sleep well. Sleep like a cat. Goodbye.